Hello everyone, I'm Iro, and today I would like to demonstrate to you how we could build a gunpla from everything we've learned so far, and learn something new as well in the process. So without further ado, let us begin. For today's example, I'll be using SD Char Zaku, and the first thing I do is cut out all the parts. I removed all the parts from the sprue since the instructions were very simple and clear that I didn't need to worry about where each part would belong during the assembly. It also helps that I will be cleaning the part later in the process. Once I cut out the parts, I proceed to remove the nub marks and mold lines, which was demonstrated in one of my videos. But to review the process, I used a lower grit sanding material starting from 400 grit to sand the surface until the nub and mold lines were less visible, and worked my way towards higher grit until I polished the surface to get the same sheen as the plastic. In case of seam lines on the model, I melted the plastic using plastic cement. This would create a cement paste perfect for not only putting the two parts together to remove the seam line, but also remove the process of painting the surface since the finish will be the same color as the plastic. Then it was just a matter of sanding down the surface and again polishing to a sheen similar to the original plastic. When everything was prepared, I washed all the parts with water and dish soap. Several hours later, the parts are clean and dry to begin the next step, which will be panel lining. I prepared two panel line marker, one the draw type and the other the seep-in type. The drawing type is very useful for controlling where the ink would go and leaves very little mess during the process. However, some panel lines are too thin for the pen to reach or too many to draw. In these cases, I switched to seeping type to speed up the process and relish in the ecstasy of how the ink seeps into the panel. I used an eraser and used friction to rub off any excess that leaked out from the panel. If there's an area that is difficult to reach with an eraser, I use lacquer thinner. Enamel thinner will also work fine and clean up the area. Since the solution will easily rub off the ink, I wipe it off with a clean Q-tip. The weapons were the only exception to this build where I decided to spray paint black to get the heavy metal feeling. After that, it was painting the small details such as the lens and weapons. I used Stormhost silver from Citadel, but you could use any bright silver color paint to paint the lens, missiles, and blade area of the heat axe. I painted several thin layers to build up the color and also get a nice finish. If the paint leaked out, I used black paint to neaten up. In areas where I didn't spray black, I used lacquer thinner to clean it up. Using Citadel's contrast paint, Blood Angel's Red, I painted the missile pods. Using Citadel's contrast paint Warp Lightening, I painted the lens of the guns. I did two coats to get a rich, deep green finish. When the paints dried for the lens, I painted gloss paint in 2 layers to get a nice glossy finish. With all that done, the only thing left to do is fully assemble the model for the first time. For this part, enjoy the ASMR. Thank you for watching, guys. It was a busy week for me, but I'll be posting more basic tutorials on how to do stuff for you guys. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and comment, and if you still want to see more content, subscribe to my channel to be notified of new content. This was Iro, and thank you for watching.